and my ideals are crushed. I'm disgusted with life, and my only joy is the escape of sleep, the cousin of death. Saturday, December 10th, 2005. It seems that my being jumped by the Bloods has drawn a certain amount of sympathy, or maybe pity, from both the COs and the inmates who know me. I've been hearing a lot of
I want to call this one Black Boys Anthem. By any means necessary. This goes out to all God's sons.
You're shedding blood now,
you know,
being killed.
That's for us. Niggas like me. Y'all niggas be tearing down, crucifying, slandering, and killing. Yeah, all that shit. Yo. What's up, y'all?
Yo.
Welcome to the Father, the Son, and the Trolley Ghost, where you come for me to kill your ass with the truth.
Facts.
Troll you niggas. What's good, y'all? I'm your host, Heru.
It's Reek.
And we are in the house, man. I am thrilled about our little small following that we have and the people that enjoy the content. Even y'all niggas that only watch the goddamn shorts.
Love y'all too.
Yeah, I love y'all too. Go on and work on your attention span, tap in. We make the conversation interesting. I ain't saying you have to watch the whole shit from back to front, but listen. Speaking of which, like, y'all niggas need to learn how to be good supporters, all right?
Yep. Be number twos.
Yeah, cause that's kind of what this episode is actually about. Like, y'all niggas need to learn how to be good supporters. Like, if you, not even like, y'all owe a nigga nothing, right?
Nah, not like that.
Really. But if you like, in authentically enjoy the content, right?
Just carve.
Do owe a nigga something.
Carve some. Yeah, when you rolling your blunt up or something.
Right, like, and nowadays that shit don't even have to look like paying money or none of that shit. Sometimes you can help a nigga out by just letting the episode rock in the background, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Engaging a little more when you see certain shit and liking, authentically. Nothing. You ain't gotta, be no dick rider or nothing. When you see certain shit, and you authentically support it, because that energy support energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of even bigger than just me marketing and shit like that. Like, energy, y'all want to see real shit rise in the world.
You gotta support it.
You gotta support that shit. So that being said, I got to check out my websites, HeruTheFirstSon.com, HeruTheFirstSon on Universe.com, and Apple shit. HeruTheFirstSon.com, you can access everything from there. The other website, it got a link to that under the More from Heru. And then in all of that, there's the audio book that's there available. I think I got it down. I'm selling it for like $5. That ain't nothing. I got tracks, music, and it's authentic hip hop. I know niggas don't care goddamn thing about a nigga rapping no more. Rap just got so terrible. You know what I'm saying? I understand that shit, and I understand niggas be in their bubble and they like what they like. But again, energy support energy, and if the energy of the podcast is something that you resonate with, most likely you'll resonate with the energy of the music. The niggas is looking for some healthier hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is looking for more thoughtful hip hop, and just hip hop that's more about what they about. We give each other a chance, listen to something new. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and I know, because I'm a certain age, I know how I am, and I know how niggas are. Like, they like what they like now. And that's just that. But
yep.
Again, supporting the energy support energy. So all of that being said, check me out. And there's also, Dark Truths, the book, for those who like to read, and supporting these things.
It's a lot of mediums. It's a lot of mediums here.
Exactly. And we trying to bring some a different way to access all of that pretty soon. But you know, supporting certain shit, these things, right? It does help me like be able to bring more to you, right? So again, for those who are tuning in and kind of
if you fuck with this old man head, man, you fuck with what's coming out of his head right now. You know, you don't have to, but if you throw a couple, you know, he might be able to come up with some more crazy shit for you. So
right there you go. I'm just full of ideas all the time. So, all of that being said, today's conversation is a very important conversation for you niggas. You know me. I'm shooting at you niggas.
straight from the hip.
Like a slave catcher, except I'm trying to catch you and bring you back to sanity, nigga.
With your ass. They crawling and say no.
They calling away from the Lord. Come on back, nigga.
It's too right. It's too bright. No.
Running from the nigga. Wow. This righteous shit is too heaven. That's too far. God damn. Let me stay where I'm at.
Too much work.
Yo, you show a nigga heaven right now. He look at it and be like,
that nigga start.
That shit look fire.
He gonna put on some sunglasses. That's what he's gonna do.
That shit look fire. I don't wanna. That's a lot of work to get over there.
It's too bright. Too much work.
Right. But today's episode is about the importance of the number 2. The importance of just number 2.
I've been number 1 a lot of times in my life. I'm the firstborn, so there goes that. I've always gotten into trouble by myself, so you know there's that. And even when times when was with niggas, I ended up with the bag by myself. So, you know, there's that. I've been number one a lot, but I've also been number 2. And I like, you know, like lately in my life, I've been playing number 2 a little bit more. And I kind of fuck with it, you know, like the energy and, you know, just how everything is about it so far. You know, we was talking about it earlier.
And it was such a important conversation, you know what I mean, that I wanted to bring it here. Because all you niggas want to be number 1, right? Right? So this is an important conversation we need to have, nigga. Okay.
Facts.
Because especially me I'm a New Yorker nigga. I'm a New York nigga. And New York niggas is... y'all niggas know, you, all of my niggas know, all you New York niggas know that we have destroyed ourselves.
Main character syndrome.
Ultra competitive goddamn nature. Now, we destroyed our own art. We destroyed our position in our own shit. But we refuse to support each other. We like, fuck that nigga over there. Man, fuck them niggas in the Bronx. Man, fuck them Brooklyn niggas. Man,
nice.
Fuck them Queens niggas. Man, fuck them Staten Island niggas. Y'all know it. You know, niggas do not support each other's movement. Like, we watch the South rise and destroy our entire influence over hip-hop just by not hating on each other as goddamn much.
As much, literally, though, because they still hate, but
they still was hating on each other. Niggas can't stop that shit.
Yeah,
you know,
that's...
we ain't there yet. The Lord ain't finished with us yet. Niggas can't stop that shit. They can't resist hating on a nigga. Look at that nigga like... You see him shaking, trying not to hate him.
That nigga doing too good.
Shining and shit. Bad bitches and all that. You see niggas in the corner battling demons.
Them niggas fart. That nigga choking up and shit. God. Oh, fuck no. This nigga. I don't like that shit. It's the belly scene come out. I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit. I'm about to drop a dime on that nigga. That nigga come through shining with bad bitches and all this old shit. And you don't even know what the nigga did. This nigga might be golden. This nigga might have all of this because he is a really, really fucking good nigga. Which is rare in this world because good niggas get shitted on so much. But it might be why he had won all of that. Why is you hating? Like, congratulate you, faggot nigga. You might get something out of it. Like, what the fuck be wrong with niggas? And that's really the point. So getting back to this concept of the number two, let's break it down to this science, right? You got number one. That's where it all starts, right? And that's cool. Right? Mathematically, though, what's the importance of number two? Because if we just stay number one, nigga, there ain't never no. How do you get to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Now let's go to black people and their dumbass rhetoric, which ain't dumb. It's just misunderstood to the point that you're dumb, or just fuzzy as hell to the point that you're dumb. We need to be unified. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. 400 years we've been talking about that shit. Why is it not happening? Because you niggas don't understand the importance of number two. Okay? Because that's a very, very, very critical position to play. Okay? Number two.
I just thought of it because it's like this all the time. Like, we all experience this shit in our everyday lives, especially when you go out to all of these little market events that we like to have now consistently, because everybody's trying to sell something. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching has been to any of these little marketplaces, and you don't usually walk up to an empty table, do you? Right? So you got the nigga who's number one trying to sell his shit, and then here comes number two, the interest that builds the energy. Remember, the energy that supports energy. That's the purpose of number two.
That's the purpose of number two, and it's critical because what y'all gotta understand is that number two is the first person to find number one. When I say that, what I mean is that it's the first person to see the value.
Yep.
In number one is number two, right? So when that happens, it's a critical moment because number two has a critical decision to make once they see that value in number one. Hate or congratulate. Right? And what number two decides to do decides everything else, like a domino effect.
3, 4, 5.
Silly motherfucking niggas. Okay? And I've experienced this quite personally. Niggas who might know me well and know my history, you know what I'm talking about. Like, y'all see me. When I was young, I was number one, right? I was number one because I was a young nigga who had ideas all the time. And I just did shit because that shit was in my nature. It's like this podcast. Like, I just try shit. I do shit. And I do it with a meticulous mind so that even though, you know, I might be a rookie at it, I kind of either get a good quality a decent quality right off the top, or I advance pretty fast, right? But anyway, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying niggas who know me kind of know this because I was like the RZA of the niggas around me. Niggas gravitated to me because I was a young nigga back before every nigga started making beats, right? Because it got easy because they just put it on the computer and every nigga got a computer. Like, I didn't start doing hip hop then. I started doing hip hop where you had to, if you wanted to do this shit, you had to invest in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then everybody wasn't doing it because it was expensive to buy a drum machine, a track board, and all of this other shit, right? And then learn to use it. Like, your average nigga smoking weed and drinking, and he ain't got time to be doing learning all of that shit. Me, I took to it, and I did it without a whole lot of you know, nigga needing to coax me or push me along and all of that shit. So I just happened to be a nigga, when niggas found me, this is what I was already, a producer.
Self-motivation.
Nigga, and that's what made niggas gravitate toward me, right?
Yep.
And so y'all niggas know, like, what happened to me. I went to prison, all that, our story. You know what I'm saying? My story, our story. I went to prison when I was kind of at the height of, or, you know, I got my case kind of when Ninth Wonder, right, who's a super producer now, right, when this nigga was making was just learning how to use Fruity Loops on a nigga couch in Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Caesar Comanche couch in Raleigh. I had niggas around me, and I was the man already. Like, big little brother, for those who know all of this history or these groups or these people, little brother was just, you know, some guys in NCCU that were just meeting and kind of formulating a situation. Like, I was set already. And that shit happened.
That threw you off.
Know, a lot of that happened because I had a lot of niggas around me who were, they kind of acknowledged me as one, but it wasn't enough devotion to what we was doing. And so, you see, the thing with you niggas, right? Because there's number one and there's number two, right? Now, the importance of number two. Now, when number two makes that decision to hate, the story dies right there. Because all of the niggas around me had little waves for a second or tried to make some, but nothing happened without me. You know what I'm saying? All of them niggas, you know, they either in regular positions now or worse, right? And that didn't have to happen, because here's the thing. The other side of that coin is when number two decides to really value number one and be loyal to number one. What it becomes is now number two's job is to make sure number one wins, right? Because once number two makes that decision, okay, just like we was just talking about off camera with that story when I was telling you, like, people start to get on, because like number one job is to just start. Just do it. You create, you start this shit, right? And what happens, because you can't expect people to support you. That's just how it is. Everybody,
especially your own. Especially your own.
Everybody be salty about your family and your friends not believing in your dreams and all of that, but that's actually kind of just life. It's a life principle. They know you too well.
They know you. They
familiar to you.
They know all your vices, and you a piece of shit. Like
dirty diapers, all of that shit. Like, they just know too much, right?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
And they can't see you different, right? So they usually don't support you. And you gotta just, so when you got a great idea, everybody gonna tell you it's stupid, it's not gonna work. They're gonna be like, or you can't do it, or they gonna tell you everything about how it's not gonna work. And you just gotta know this, right? Because that's how people are. Especially people who ain't like you, who ain't visionary. Everybody's not a visionary. Most people think about why something not gonna work. That's why they don't do nothing other than go
and just do it. Oh, facts. Other than punch the clock, niggas.
Because
yeah.
they need somebody else to tell them what to do with their life. They don't know what to, that's why you do that. If y'all didn't know.
If you didn't know.
Because you don't know what to do with your own life. So you make somebody else rich for your entire life and hope that they'll take care. This is a slave's life. That's what your master do. You work for master.
Serve them.
Your whole life. And then you hope that he is merciful enough to give you some quality of life as an older, unable. This is why they got rid of slavery. Actually, because it was economically, it made sense. Y'all niggas don't even know that. Y'all is a different kind of slave. They just like, yo, because when you owned the slave, you was responsible for this nigga his whole goddamn life. That means when he get broke down and don't got no more value, but he's still alive, you still gotta feed this nigga. You gotta give this nigga quarters in order to be humane, right?
Yep.
And yeah, so they figured out. But anyway, that's a little off the subject, a little history for you niggas to really get your mind.
Just
right.
A little tidbit.
Yeah, so that's like, so boom, you doing shit for other, because niggas don't know what to do with their life. That's how we got off on that
Type shit, yeah.
Right. So number two, now getting back to the value in the number two and number one. So no, you as a number one, you gotta start shit, and it's not until you start doing it and it starts working a little bit and looking like it's got possibility to a lower intellect that, you know, couldn't visualize it before. Now you making it more real. That's when people gonna come to you, right? And number two is the first person to see that, right? Or see you, because maybe number 2 was in your life before, whatever. But number 2 is the first person to see your value as number 1, and then boom. So getting to the point, because I already talked about the side of why it breaks down. All right. So when number 2, this is how we build, right? When number 2, when you a good number 2, and I'm gonna give you examples. That shit got, like, this conversation could be very long because there's a lot to that shit. Like, number 2, the thing you gotta understand is that the moon reflect the sun's light. So a lot of you niggas be hating on the nigga that you know is number 1 in your clique, cause you rather compete with this nigga. You know, Busta Rhymes and Charlie Brown, right? You rather compete with this nigga. Niggas who know that story know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I did not.
Yeah, I know you didn't. You too young.
I said, Busta Rhymes had a nigga? What? Somebody with him?
Leaders of the new school, baby. You don't know. They're leaders of the old school now, but they leaders of the new school. That was their name.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That was Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? That's where his origin story.
Okay. Look at that.
And Leaders of the New, when they first came out, Charlie Brown was the hot one that everybody had the buzz until Scenario changed it all.
Oh man, it's always a scenario.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a track called Scenario, see? I gotta get you on your hip hop history, but yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Niggas, my older viewers know what I'm talking about. Because it's older hip hop head viewers anyway, because that's like fundamental hip hop.
Okay.
Fuse into that shit.
Well, you see, we got a little bit of everything, man. Give me a little, you know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Getting that hip hop knowledge too in the midst.
You know, the energy of the show is that, you know what I'm saying? It is what I want it to be, though, because, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that matter to me, you know what I'm saying? But, so that situation, right?
Scenario.
Example, Busta Rhymes and Charlie Brown, they kind of, when Busta, I just seen a video where Busta talks about their origin story, like kids meeting, that type of shit, and you know they always had a rivalry a bit, and with Bus, when Charlie, I guess, actually, the way Bus told the story, Bus was a better number 2. While Charlie Brown was up, Bus was a better, and that happens a lot because sometimes number 2 and number 1 switch places, and that's a test of your character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when that's your man. You know what I'm saying? It's a test of your character right there. Can you switch from number 2 to number 1 to number 2? How good are you at that? Are you a hater? Is what it's asking you. That's what the universe be asking a nigga when that happens. And that's what happened that destroyed Charlie Brown's career. When that change happened, he ain't handled it well. The leaders of the new school got destroyed because of that. And Bust. And Charlie Brown is who? Who that? To you?
I don't know. Who is that? Oh man, that's crazy.
Good example of the price that's paid
when you don't play.
Don't know how to play number 2. Okay. Number 2 is very, very important, and it's a very important position to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And this is a very, very important lesson for you women to learn, because right now our nation is where it's at because number 2 don't exist, not even in you bitches. And you were designed from beginning to just play that role when nobody else is gonna play that role for a nigga.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's your job, bitch. But you don't want to do that. That's why love captivates you so much, that you don't care about a nigga's when it gets you. And this is why bitches hate falling in love. Like, bitches avoid a nigga like me. And not because they're not attracted to me, but because they know that if they fuck around and let me pipe them down and they got a lot, they will do anything for me. And now, ask yourself, bitch, why are you scared of that? Especially if I'm a nigga with value. What do you think I might be able to do with all of that shit that you waste? Maybe you'd have more to waste without hurting everything and everyone about you. Because, you know, shit gotta make sense. That's all niggas be saying. It's like, I'm not saying the good life ain't nothing. I don't want to not live the good life. And for a nigga, actually, it is a little bit of that. But I don't want you to not live the good life. Because you a woman. You know what I'm saying? I need to keep my edge. So I might let you have all of that shit and be somewhere in a cave somewhere training, bitch. I don't need that shit. But I need your support. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? So that's where it starts, right? And then with niggas. So here's some good examples, right? Tony Ayo, for those who know, 50.
Niggas know.
Man, Tony Ayo. He got a reputation for being loyal as fuck. It's probably the reason, a big reason. I'm not gonna speak for Fifth or Yale, but just from how I know the science to go, and then the stories that I've heard them niggas tell about each other, Yale probably a lot of the reason why Fifth is even Fifth right now, because he had a fucking good ass number 2, and that's where it all starts, right? You know what I'm saying? So that shit is a powerful, powerful position because you take number 1 and you start that exalting process. And by doing that, Tony Ayo is Tony Ayo. He's not who?
He's not who? He's not. I knew who he was. I mean, you know.
Exactly. Because Tony Ayo is a good ass number 2, he is Tony Ayo. And you can't take nothing away from that nigga. Right? No matter how much you may like or not like with music he made, as a bum ass regular nigga, he's still Tony Ayo.
Niggas know his name, man.
Because he was a good motherfucking number 2. Alright? And a lot of you niggas sabotage not just yourself, but the entire nation by hating on a nigga who's shining. And there's a deeper level to that when I do the joint about regicide, right? I'll get to that later. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, a lot of that's the danger would come with number 2 too. A lot of time it's number 2 that, and then number 1 guy is his greatest danger, and that is true in our houses and our women, and that's what everybody gotta understand. Like, bitch, I'm not here to create a new arch enemy. That's not why I meet people. A lot of you bitches, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's like you meet niggas to get your next arch enemy, arch nemesis. Bitch, that's not why the fuck I want to fuck with you. If you can't accept me as a man how I am and still just love me, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want a woman for arch nemesis.
No.
There is no value in defeating you.
None. I lose on both stories. I lose in both of those stories.
There's no fucking value in defeating you. That's the last person on the earth that I want to have as an arch nemesis. And you bitches don't get that. You be thinking a nigga's always out to get you. No. I just don't want to be controlled by you. I'm not going to be controlled by you. That's you were out to get me. Like, now, you know, for niggas that's like different than me, that like enforce traditional values on women that they deal with, they're not wrong, right? But again, you women got to think, wisen up. Like, you got to, cause here's one thing that I see. Like, you bitches don't never want to give a nigga what he want. Niggas who want a relationship, this bitch don't want a relationship. She all fucking in his face and shit. Nigga don't want, you know, you telling him what to do and what to be. You all up in this nigga's face. Bitch, go find the nigga that's right for you. Cause there's every type of nigga out here.
Thanks.
If you don't like traditional values, why is you in a nigga face who is gonna enforce tradition on you? And on the other hand, like me, I'm the type of nigga, I tell a bitch, yo, I've been there, done that. I don't trust you bitches enough for that, right? So I just want the type of relationship where we are 2 fucking adults with our own lives. You know what I'm saying? when you got time, when I got time, we get together. We treat each other well while we together. And when we don't got time, we don't bother each other, meddle in each other's shit, question each other, and stress each other the fuck out. That's what I be looking for, right? Bitch don't want to give me that. Oh, I'm worried about this.
They want to give you what they want to give you.
You know, I'm not getting any younger. I'm like, bitch, you wasn't getting no younger with the last nigga you broke up with. What the fuck?
Nah, facts. I've noticed one thing. Motherfucker only want to give you what they want to give you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad about that. What I am mad about is when you done told the motherfucker listen, and I was thinking about this earlier today. I might need to do one just strictly focused on the word. Cause that shit is so important to making shit work right. Cause really, I don't need a nigga's loyalty at this point in my life. I don't need a nigga to agree with everything that I say or what I think, I really don't need that, to deal with somebody, at least at a certain distance. Like, certain of those things have to be in order for you to be like part of my life. But to deal with people and get along with these motherfuckers, I don't need none of that shit. All I need, right, is for a motherfucker to just say what he mean. Or she,
and
then mean what she say or he say. That's all I need from a friend, associate, a business partner, anything. Everything goes right when that is in place. If I can trust that, because all this this is life right here. You tell me what you want out of life, right? I tell you whether I can or want to do that. And then I tell you what I want in exchange for that which I feel like I'm doing. And then you tell me, honestly, whether that works for you. You can give me what I want. And if after that happens, right?
All qualifications.
If everybody do what they say, everything's going to be all right. When niggas start looking for ways, and this is what y'all got to know about commitment, right? Commitment, when you commit to something, you need to understand Murphy's Law. Now, most people know Murphy's Law is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. One day I came across a piece of literature that showed me that there's actually that's only a third of the saying. This shit is way bigger. I mean, not way bigger, but there's more to it, and it's striking. So you need to know when you make any commitment, when you open your mouth and speak,
you give that word.
You know, Murphy's Law is in full effect, and Murphy's Law is everything is going to take longer than you think it's going to take, and anything that you try to do is harder than you think, than it looks, or than you think it's going to be. And everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Those are the three prongs of Murphy's Law.
Niggas are not taught that. I ain't gonna cap. I wonder if that would help people not make commitments or open their fucking mouth. But, you know.
They need to know that. So you need to understand Murphy's Law and connect that to commitment. Because especially long-term commitments, all right? Everything is harder than it looks. It's going to take longer than you think it's going to take. And anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So you need to understand that in the realm of commitment, the fact that Murphy's Law is in effect does not change your responsibility. It doesn't give you a way out. Just because marriage is harder than you thought it was going to be when you were a little girl doesn't give you the right to divorce your fucking husband. You silly bitch. And you pay the price for that shit in your life a lot of times. You think you don't, especially when you rob the nigga blind. But trust me, life gets y'all in your old age. It tries to get us in our young age, but it gets y'all. It likes to get women in their old age. It prefers to get men in our young age.
Take away our capability. Because when you're old, nigga ain't gonna do shit. But yeah, that's crazy.
Right. So It tries to crush us early. It takes its time with you, and it decays every moment while you suffer. And you wonder why you not happy, and you got, every time your head hit that pillow or everything get quiet, you all tortured and shit. That's life having its way with you because you ain't living right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get in touch with yourself, and you got to understand these things. Your job is number 2. And if you don't do your job, right? It's like school. My job is to be a man. Your job is to be a woman. Before Babylon ever gave you bitches another job, made you an underwriter, made you a doctor, made you a IT girl. Before Babylon ever train you and teach you nothing, God designed you. Nature, let's say, because I know some of y'all are heathens. But nature, right? The universe assigned you a function. First, a job. And who's your boss?
Ooh, I'm not here just to repopulate the earth. I'm not here just to reproduce.
Really? Okay, well, then see, humanity won't survive. Thank you. You'll be voted on that.
If we all do die, yeah, you gonna be it.
I mean, you gotta think logically, because y'all don't be thinking shit all the way through. Like, nigga, if you was designed for, like, a cheetah is designed to be fast. A motherfucking slow cheetah is a failure, man.
that nigga dead.
It's a failure.
Oh man, that nigga had a cheetah and that shit was slow. He killed that nigga. He was like,
what do you expect from that? What do you expect to get out of that type of attitude? To deliberately be a shitty bear. What is he gaining from that? I don't know. To deliberately be a shitty bird. Like, you gonna fall out the sky, that shit probably not gonna be present.
Oh man.
Like, yeah, so, like, you just gotta put a little logic in your life. To deliberately be a shitty man, it's probably not benefiting you. To deliberately be a shitty woman, it's probably benefits you're missing out on. I mean, you're not getting the most out of your experience here if you're being a shitty what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's something to think about. Right? Let me give y'all another metaphor for this number 2. Imagine a building. You in a building, there's these columns all up, and there's this heavy stone ceiling over it, and it's sturdy and it's strong. You feel safe, The middle column is the biggest column. Takes the centerpiece. They made it the centerpiece. They prettied it up, but this thing is strong. This is the biggest column in the joint, and then the side columns, they thinner, and they all support weight, and there's like 10 of them niggas around the shit, right? And they all holding this ceiling up, right? What happens when the side columns decide, why that middle column get to shine like that? That nigga
fuck that nigga, bro. They just start departing and shit.
You know what I mean? They either depart, better yet, they hate. They take the middle column out one day. Now they just holding up the stone ceiling. Oh shit, wait a minute, this motherfucker heavier than we thought it was. And they start buckling now. Everybody in that bitch died. That's what y'all do. That's what you hating niggas do. Because you can't play number 2. And I understand playing number 2 is difficult. And so we have to get into the science of this. Number 2 is difficult. I understand that. It's hard to play number two. You know why? Because, you know, you got to stand next to the sun.
Mm-hmm. That shit bright.
That shit shining, and that shit is bright. And it's hot. And then, you know, you got to withstand that shit, right? So number two is a strong nigga. To sit in the shadow of number one and not betray that. You gotta be a strong nigga. And number two gets mad respect from me. Because I understand how difficult it is to be number two, to play that role, how critical it is. But then you gotta look on the other side of this. Sometimes I wish I had more number two energy. You know what I'm saying? Because number two is a great place to be, right? If you have gratitude and humility in your heart, you know what I'm saying? Because you quietly could be the man, bro. And everybody's looking at the sun. You know what I'm saying? So the sun get all niggas coming for his head and all of that. You number two, you chilling.
Niggas love paid in full, right? Well, Mitch was the man, but Mitch was the one that caught them bullets from Rico. You know what I'm saying? Mitch was the one everybody wanted.
Mitch, kid, you know, Mitch, the shit that mattered to Mitch got
snatched up. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the price of being number one. You know what I'm saying? So number two, you come in, you quietly influence and shit. You still got power, ladies. But the way that you exercise that power is through quiet influence, being close to the sun, being in the sun's good graces, right? Being the sun's like, I lean on you, like when I could depend on you, you gonna hold me down. Like the sun is infinitely grateful for that. And even if you fucking with a shitty number one, right? A smart number two can still get everything they need out of the situation without fucking over the number one, and maybe even, you know, when it's time, move on, transition, whatever. But you got to have that humility, patience, and that gratitude. You know what I'm saying? To even be placed in the number two. You can't be mad you number two, because that's a hallowed place. Y'all don't give it enough credit, my nigga. Why wouldn't I want to be number two? All right, another way to put that.
Y'all don't give two his credence, man.
The difference between the king and the prince. Man, I'd love to be the prince. What the fuck is you niggas talking about?
That nigga fuck every day.
Yo, that nigga's running, he don't got no responsibilities. He's just running around.
He fucking off.
He got the access to the wealth.
Yeah, he just fucking off everything.
Bitches know he the prince. Bitches love this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Just because he close to number one. He's the number one son. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The king got all the crown all on his head.
That nigga got the blade above it too. He gonna forget.
You got the blade that come with it sitting up there. Damn, these niggas are at my ass all the time. These niggas want something all the time. These niggas in my face. Oh, that's what the king deal with.
Yup.
Like, you niggas got to think more thoroughly and just have more gratitude and just take the time to understand life on a deeper level. Number one just looks good, nigga. It is tough.
That shit hard, boy.
That shit is tough. You better be glad you number 2, 3. You know, you got a nice, decent, and everything's alright, but you ain't got that. Number one, that motherfucker got the weight of the world on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. 2 come with perks, not all the responsibility, man. But, you know, like he was saying earlier, if you fail to support number one, or if number one falls, you know, you usually coming next. They coming for you next after. You know what
That's
I'm
the only
saying?
downside of being number two. The only downside of being the prince, that goddamn king fumbled that crown. Your ass is next. They come. You better grow up today. Life
Your
just got
ass.
serious.
X.
They coming for your ass next because you the heir of the throne. You know what I mean? So that's the only downside of being number two is that sometimes, if the king do something that piss somebody off that you ain't got nothing to do with, you in the crosshairs too, buddy.
You dead in the crosshairs because you a little bit easier to get. You fucking off.
Right.
You
So that's why it's good to be a conscientious and helpful and strategic number two. Number one get to tripping. That could mean your ass, and you got to do it right, or you got to try your best to do it without clashing with number one and create. Because when number one and number two clash and split, the nation tears into two, right? So, or whatever you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It tears into two. So there's a science to this whole thing, and you gotta just be a little more aware of certain shit, where you are in the hierarchy, what your goal and your role is, and like we gotta start keeping it real with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's niggas who got little movements or whatever or followings and shit that be on some positive shit more or less, but they different than me. You know what I'm saying? We probably wouldn't agree on certain shit or a lot of shit. Nigga, I don't hate on like other niggas shit. Like of course every nigga think that they right because that's what a man is. Like he's not telling you, unless he's some kind of charlatan or con man, he ain't telling you shit that he think is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and one thing I learned about this thing, man, is a lot of people who be on a super righteous shit don't be understanding is that like we all walking the same road, right? And that's what you gotta understand as somebody, especially as an advanced thinker or somebody who more advanced in their righteousness or they walk or they thinking or whatever, is that you gotta remember that everybody don't have responsibility to be where you are on your path. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that causes a lot of problems because sometimes these righteous niggas like to criticize niggas that ain't there yet. Like over criticize, like, you know what I'm saying? Like over criticize. And I guess nigga could listen to me and say, well, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm kind of dealing with a critical problem, which is the state of our people, right? In which case,
it's no room. There's not enough room to be nice to you niggas.
Right, we talking about warfare, right? So when that starts happening, and like you kind of put foot in the ass. That's why niggas go to boot camp to learn to be soldiers, right? Because it's an urgent issue. Because your life is on the line once you on the field, and the field is every day of our life. Y'all niggas is sleeping on the battlefield, so. Yeah, you can say I'm doing the same thing, but still, at least I'm conscious, and this is why I've said before, I don't really expect you niggas to do nothing different. I'm just making the truth manifest so that everything that happens is understood, and for those who can get something and create a practical plan or based on maybe coming in contact with some of these principles, it'll benefit you for your personal, because at this point, like, I don't know, like, getting back to this number two, so the passport bros thing, right? Y'all bitches think that shit is a game. I thought it was too at first, I'll be honest. When I first started hearing, you think it's just about niggas going out in the country and getting pussy and taking advantage of the impoverished women and whatever the fuck y'all be thinking. But here I am. I find myself out of the country now, not because I had a passport, bro, motivation, because I don't have a problem getting pussy in the United States just to be, just keeping it funky. But I left because there's nothing left to fight for there anymore. Like when those women in that poly relationship that I had the episode and I told about, when that happened and those women took my son, I watched them first of all, tell me they love me and they agree and come up with the idea.
Fake love.
And do everything, and then I just, I watched them change that, come up with the excuses, but then that was fine because I know women can change her mind. All right, the relationship, but then how nasty when the kids, and then I had certain standards for how I wanted to be a father for my kids and how it turned so nasty, and then you take them and I'm like, why? Because after that shit happened, I built the studio because, I was just doing things like I had to move on from that shit because it was, to stay there would have been to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I took that energy and put it in the studio. I built the studio. I had the brick and mortar there in Raleigh, for those who don't. And I did that for a year. And then, it progressed, it went to now you taking a man who did 12 years in prison, and I'm a revolutionary type nigga, and you just know all of this about me, right? And then you go and take my son and my names and write them on a piece of paper and hand them to the devil downtown, all right? And give them jurisdiction over me, you, and my child.
Mm-hmm.
My enemies, the niggas that locked me up, and you know me, you know how I think, right? And you did that. There was nothing left to fight for in the United. What cause? What people? Where is this going? Like I'm fighting them, and then my woman, the women that I'm trusting, sleeping with, they on their side, and that's, when you just take your time and you ladies and you think about that, because a lot of you think that very chain of events is normal shit. It's okay. This happens to niggas. This type of shit that happens every day.
No, for real.
Yeah, so, you bitches don't get it yet, but we didn't come here as housewives and husbands and all of that. They didn't, we met, and those of us who were here, we may have been that, and then they came, and all of that changed, right? Your men didn't enslave you. Right, y'all doing this patriarchy, no king. The black man didn't enslave the black woman. Y'all creating these scenarios that started with the brokenness of what happened with the colonizers, right? And then trying to make us part of your. Listen, all of those illusions, right, are about to be broken, because what you don't understand is that it's me and you are the people. And we are the black people, and they are the white people, and we the black men, right? I mean, and I know all of that shit is subjective and shit. Listen, I understand. Let me make a disclaimer too, that my ultimate truth is that we all children of the Most High, right?
Mm-hmm.
But race is real because men make it real. And so I have to deal with it because it has a real effect on us, that concept, right?
Yep.
So I have to deal with it as it is, as it's presented, as it's being executed and utilized.
Yep.
Right? So, let's say we all black, right? let's say 10 of us go to the basketball court. Once niggas choose shirts, and skins, you know what I'm saying? That's your team. And it's real for that time that you playing that game.
Mm-hmm.
If I pass the ball to the skins and I'm on shirts, I just fucked up the game. Like, I'm
niggas
fucking my team up.
Niggas
right?
is tight.
The game about to win. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're dealing with right now. So let me just say that. They set this game. They the white people. We the black people.
Mm-hmm.
You women they're after us first. Like, the Victim Olympics are over at this point. Like, it's obvious that black men, when it comes to violence, like straight up killing shit, like locking nigga up, aggression from that system. Cause I don't want to just put it on white every, whatever. But
no, it's from the system.
Now, let's take all of those nuances out and just look at it as a game of ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
They after us because we are the defense, right? Y'all are the resource. Y'all see what you about to do. Like, I can't fight them
and you
fight you and win any of those fights. Like, I'm gonna die is what's gonna happen. That's what's been happening, right? Because we can't fight them and you protect you while fighting them, while you jumping us and telling us we supposed to defend you and protect you, but you jumping us, right, with our enemy. So what's gonna happen pretty soon, what this passport bros really is about, is niggas divesting in the black in the black America, because there's nothing left. It's a wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
With y'all doing that, it is an absolute wasteland. And what's gonna happen when that process, because it's a slow process, migration, what you gonna see pretty soon, because you're not gonna see the black woman choose to follow the black man, not until it's way too late, because these bitches ain't waking up yet. They holding a firm stance in stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna find pretty soon is you gonna be mano y mano with the beast, bitch. And then you gonna see what they're about at that point. And I hope y'all just ready for that horror, cause y'all is real big, bad, and tough.
With your man.
And the extra the extra credit you gonna get with that is you gonna get to watch your children suffer at their hands. Those children you stole from us that you said were yours and not mine. You're gonna get to watch that too, and that's gonna hurt everybody's heart. But that's why, as a man, I ain't supposed to have one like that, cause I can't make you do right, and I have one way to do it when it gets this bad. Right? And that makes me an evil man, right? So you on your own, and that's just how it gotta be. Because what can I do? I cannot win that fight, and my life matters. If you don't understand that my life matters, understand that I don't have to care about none of your guilting. When you do that, when you're not a good number two, when your number two turns into your most dangerous adversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand, ladies, when you fighting at home, you ain't got a home. Cause that ain't what home is for. I ain't supposed to be fighting at home. Y'all with this, people fighting relationships.
That shit's stupid.
If you come home and you gotta fight, you don't have a home. You don't have a refuge. And that's what a lot of men, they don't have a home in the United States. So they're leaving.
Yep.
To make homes somewhere else that and the black women don't believe the hype. They don't believe the hype.
Oh man. Yeah, nah, it's like that, man.
So, we reaching about the hour, and anyway, we reached about the hour, but I really want to drive that home, the importance of the number 2 and how it leads. There's no more numbers after that if number 2 ain't there. You can't skip number 2 and get to 3, 4, 5. You ladies, you gotta understand that. Like,
you don't get to more without that first one.
we won't ever be the nation you want us to be unless you let the black man kind of have his way with you. You're letting the white man have his way with you because it's more rewarding. And when I say that, I don't even mean everybody's fucking white man. I just mean like you making your careers and shit, and flossing on niggas and just all of that shit, that whole culture, that pretty girl culture. You got to put it down. And you know, again, I don't expect niggas to do anything, but for just those who this shit has any value for, you got to put that down and pick up logic. And that don't mean that you can't be pretty and do certain things. It just means your shit got to make sense. One comes before two.
Did you catch that? One comes before two. We got all the popping balloons, we gonna end it on this tip because the relationship is the nation starts at home. So, you know, we already talked about how your homeboy will do you and how he got to be number 2 for, you know, the business to go well. But in order for a nigga to even have enough to do a business or anything like that, nigga gotta have a strong number 2 at the house. And that number, he has to come before you. The fuck, y'all both poor, you talking mad he got something you don't have yet. Do you benefit? Is you having it gonna benefit y'all, or is him having it gonna benefit y'all more?
Like, the things that we do with money are not the same, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a certain business mind, even that, like, nigga gotta clear it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got to make sense within the greater scheme. And generally, niggas just think about the greater scheme more accurately than you. And this is if you have a masculine man, which nowadays is becoming increasingly difficult to find. But you have to be able to identify one when you see one, number one. And number two, you're gonna have to not be as territorial when you see a real man. When you see a real man, you're looking at a real man.
Yeah.
You can't control him at all. And any attempt to do so will result in you probably getting hurt, either your feelings or worse. So you have to be able to identify, man, and you have to be able to know how to be a woman to a man, which is you get with his program. He don't get with your program. Your program has absolutely no value.
You're not the main character in his world.
When you meet a man, you are becoming part of his life.
You're becoming number 2
of yours. And if you are one of those women who flip that because you got the world, because you build your world, and you bring like niggas who have less than you into your world, unless you are willing to secede all of your things to his control, then you are bewitching your own relationship. Because you have to be that giving as a woman. I know you don't want to hear that shit. I know you worked hard to get everything that you have. But again, you put yourself in the role of a breadwinner. That means it's your job to win the bread. That doesn't mean...
You got to do his job now, cuz. What the fuck?
That's what you did. You didn't do that to you. You did that to yourself, actually, if you think about it. Right? And if you think about it, because, like, for example, I'm going to give you a good example. I got a prison in 2017 before meeting those women in that poly relationship. I was 38, about to be 39. So 40. You know what I'm saying? I got in prison. And I was a fucking... my social, financial... status was that of a teenager. I'm just keeping it real. This is my story, y'all. Right? So my social and financial status was that of a teenager, and I was quite aware of this. which put me at a psychological disadvantage to people when I got out. Like, I didn't know, and I was a fucking savage. Like, I had never seen a smartphone operated. A smartphone.
This
like,
nigga's watching it touch and shit. Like,
I seen it on TV, my nigga. Like, the last thing I got to operate was, I think, the walk.
the chirp, the Boost Mobile chirp. He had the
getting
chirps.
charged by the character. That's when the corporations was fucking up the English language by charging niggas by the character, and then that turned into text language. Like, so all of this, I was at a psychological disadvantage to the world. You know what I'm saying? These are the things nobody teach. Like, niggas that have been locked up know what I'm talking about, but only niggas that's been locked up for like a long period of times. Like, it has impact, and you know, niggas don't cry, and you don't talk about it really. And there's no therapy groups for it. You know, these things are generally known, but there's a lot of little things that's different for me. Like, and I go on and on about that. Maybe I should do one and tell a couple of those stories. But anyway, here these women come, right?
See all of that.
Okay, that's the predatory aspect. I ain't even gonna go there because there is an actual predatory aspect to that, because and I think that has a lot to do with the globe. Niggas who love and lock up know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that because you kind of innocent, like not innocent, but you know
you are innocent in the way of the feminine world.
You've been around mass. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you're not innocent. You might have been doing all
you
this.
Gonna beat the shit out of nigga, but
I know so many hard. Like, I might have said this, but I've met mad niggas who shoot 'em up, kill 'em up niggas, right? Ready to murder anything, but let a bitch walk all over them, right? And so I realize some of it is predatory on the female part, some of that glow. And it's not even like a predatory, well, there's a dark side to it. There is a dark side to that. But it's kind of, it's like the thing that make you laugh, make you cry in life a lot of the time. Like, because that glow is attractive to women. You know, you've been in there, you ain't been out here smoking, fucking drinking, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you look, you know, young.
You don't look as dead as everybody else.
Drinking water, you been working out. Like, bitch know it when she see it. That shit is irresistible, right, for her. And so that's like good. But then there's the dark side. Is you're innocent. You don't know the ways, the manipulation. Like, you gonna believe her lies and her game. Like, and that's that shit that nobody sees or acknowledges. And then on top of that, because you the big bad convict looking nigga, anything that go wrong,
it's all your fault, nigga.
It is so easy to hit a bag. There you go.
Yep.
That nigga ain't shit. Right?
Damn.
So I'm the perfect victim for a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And so I get out. I'm at a psychological disadvantage. And they like these. All right. My point in getting to that was that these women built their lives. They went to college. They got careers. They got a house or nice apartments. Or whatever they had going on, cars, whatever. And here they come, they're gonna latch on to me, right? And all of a sudden, I'm not a good enough man because I don't do enough to do this. I'm like,
wait a minute, you
bitch. I ain't get you none of them bills you talking about, asshole. You're responsible for that. Your whole lifestyle. I wasn't even qualified to, like...
My credit wouldn't even have went through for that shit. Like,
what are you thinking? Like, are you sane? How can you have these complaints? So you like the dick or whatever and decide to make me part of your whole world, and then when I can't support your whole world, dick ain't good. And this is why I'm like, yo, this is like. Anyway, getting back to the point. Number 2, like, shorty, like, listen, if you gonna fuck with a nigga like, you know, me, how I was, or whatever, like, you know, like, helping a nigga, bringing a nigga up. Like, listen, you gotta understand, like, when you got more than a nigga and you bring a nigga into your life and you decide to love this nigga, then love the nigga. And just do that.
He's not gonna get no more magically.
Right, because that's the only way he gonna get, because you nurturing, right? And you got a lot to nurture with. Go on and do that, or don't do it. But don't do it with no unclean spirit. A lot of you bitches like giving with an unclean spirit. Or another way of saying it is confusing business and charity, right? You can't do that. When you give, you got to just give, and it's gone. And that's it. Even if this nigga don't appreciate a goddamn thing in your head, or it seems like that to you, you don't have the right, once you've given and you said I gave you freely. You don't never have, and that's not even to say that there isn't a shade of moral responsibility there for somebody to, you know, try to, or at least have a good attitude towards you, right?
Right.
It's there, but again, you have to worry about you and your spirit. And you not twisting up your own spirit. And that's the key reason why I say this. This isn't about anybody else's responsibility. This is about you making sure you staying in resonance with yourself. If you don't want to give to somebody, don't do it. But if you want to give to somebody, then give it to them, and that's that. And that's cool. And I'm okay. It don't matter what they do next. Like, if they be an asshole, okay, I won't give you nothing else.
No more.
But that's about as far as it's gonna go. And I'm not gonna twist up my spirit when I know that I gave you something.
Right.
Right? So yeah, that thing. Number 2, man, like, y'all I feel like you should have got a lot out of this one, because this is numbers, it's mathematics.
Yeah, it should have been easy to digest. I mean, you know, like you said, you got one. That's the nigga with the idea. You know, he over there working. He building this project, and you got number 2 who finally sees it. Right. And once he sees
first one,
he starts pushing it. He does what he can to help build it or get it in front of other people, and that's when now the motive
3 come, and number 4 come, and the shit start to level up. Number 5, because now you rolling, now you're creating the momentum, and you're gonna grow. And this is the secret. This is the formula that you niggas. It's so simple.
This is what just about a lot of other communities have figured out. By the way, Jews for sure. You know, whites. These niggas all do it.
They're more humble within them amongst each other. Like,
they're secular groups.
Be too egotistical amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's flossing on niggas. It's constant competition. They competing. They people. They pushing the competition of they people as a whole. We pushing competition individually. Each other. Like, we have to stop that. Like,
they manipulate that
collective pride. Like, we don't be giving a fuck about ourselves as a collective, not like they do, because it would show. So all of this Afrocentric bullshit that I be hearing, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like that, all that, niggas be like probably not taking me serious because I dress high, but I look like I look. I'm not trying to fit no stereotype, and the shit that I say probably don't exactly line up with what y'all think my image is, right? But I look how I look because I'm authentically me, right? So saying these things, I don't feel like I'm supposed to change how I speak and be more proper and not call y'all women queens and all that, and dress like Farrakhan, like some of these other niggas be doing, and because that shit don't mean nothing. Like, you niggas have to learn the science of not being assholes. and I don't see, like, even when I see niggas that's on some knowledge shit, I be looking at certain shit that they be doing, and I'm like, yo, this nigga don't get it. Like, you serving your ego right now. Like,
And they figured out a way to have your ego serve them. These niggas built this game nice and fine. So
Right, because it's spiritual, really. You know, you're dealing with the devil, so you know you don't see that nigga because these things is going on in each person and what they choose. Like you niggas be believing all this chosen people, chosen one shit. God don't choose people. People got to choose God, nigga.
that's how you become chosen.
I'm gonna put it like that.
Y'all take these, you know, like, comment, subscribe. If you know you got some shit to say, you wanna keyboard warrior us or whatever you got. You know, you got. If you think number 2 is a piece of shit and don't matter in any grand scheme of things, please tell us. We want to know. I want to know.
I mean, fuck them two. I'm number one.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to talk to that nigga.
Y'all niggas don't even understand. Number one is already number one before anybody else ever knows. It's manifestation.
But what good is that though? Imagine you being number 1 and don't nobody give a fuck.
Trust me, I know that very well. I experienced that was the experience of my life. See, y'all niggas don't know, man. Like being royals, being nobles, being noble, right? That's not a title somebody get. Being a king, it ain't a title somebody gives you. Like they're real things. Like they just here, and maybe they don't have a throne, right? That don't make them less noble though. And I can tell that because I be looking at how niggas be acting and they pedigree, and then I be looking at how I kind of carry shit, and I'm like, yo, these niggas is kind of savages, like, because being noble, what is noble? What is a noble quality? Damn, I'm going into some next shit, but
Yeah.
Listen, like, comment, subscribe, but I'm thinking how serious that what I was about to say is, but y'all know, man. Act right. You know what's right and what's wrong. But anyway, Father, Son, and Trolley Ghost, man. It's Heru in here, man. Check out the websites, man. Check out the audiobooks. Yo, check out Bandcamp. I got music on Bandcamp that's available too, yo. Should be like $1 a song, man. What's a fucking dollar, nigga?
Charters, you know, the shit.
Just to listen and check the shit out, see what it's about. You might like something, man.
Throw it on in the background or something. You know?
Real hip hop too, man, with that. So, shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it cut out or something, but we just have to.
For a second, I heard that. That's it, y'all. Father, Son, and Trolley goes, yo. We
Peace.
out. Peace.